The DTM's return to Budapest was a comeback well worth watching. The race was packed with head-to-head duels, with a wealth of door-to-door action, and that meant plenty of explaining to do afterwards.
Forced me to go on the outside, pushed me to the outside twice.
You need to fight, you know, when for your results.
I don't understand how he can get things so wrong. It's stupid, really stupid.
The youngsters and rookies dominated the event at the Hungaroring, with Marco Wittmann emerging as the king of Hungary. The 24-year-old posted a serene and comfortable light-stuff flag victory.
You need to be concentrated, stay focused, which is sometimes not so easy, but it worked well.
Just as in Hockenheim, BMW were the big winners. Bruno Spengler started from 9th and initially slipped down the field on standard tyres, but later showed all his class on option tyres and took the checkered flag in 3rd. Maxime Martin in 6th and Antonio Felix da Costa in 8th both put DTM points on the board for the first time, rounding off a highly positive team performance.
Obviously, we're really happy with the outcome of the Budapest race weekend here. Marco, I think, really was fantastic all over the weekend, from free practice, over qualifying to the race. He really made a very good job and was basically untouchable throughout all those phases. And behind, obviously, we've seen a lot of things happening, and that we managed with Bruno to have a car with the opposite strategy, then jump to the podium, is fantastic.
The fiercest fight of the race was between Edoardo Mortrara and Timo Glock. Mortrara overtook the former Formula One driver shortly before the pit stops by physically bumping and barging his way through. After the stops, the Italian put all 4 wheels off the track and incurred a penalty. He was obliged to take 2 seconds off his next lap time, but stubbornly defended his position. It was not fair racing, said Glock.
He pushed me twice wide of the track. He got a 2-second penalty. And he kept his car on the racing line and forced me to go on the outside, pushed me to the outside twice, opened the steering, drove into my car. So I had no chance to pass him, and unfortunately, therefore we lost a lot of points today.
When you see you have an opportunity when the guy in front of you is struggling, sometimes you try to overtake the others. Sometimes it's limit, of course, and obviously you try not to touch, and sometimes you touch. I can understand that he was a little bit annoyed with me. I can perfectly understand that. But in the end, you know, we fight for our results.
Glock would end up down in 19th, while Mortrara clung on to finish 4th. Audi were again the strongest of the constructors with 6 cars in the top 10. But 3 races into the season, the men from Ingolstadt are still looking for their first win. Miguel Molina was the best Audi driver at the weekend. Infringements in qualifying cost him dearly in Hockenheim and Oschersleben, but the Abt driver is in superb form and was rewarded with an excellent result this time. 2nd spot is the Spaniard's best finish in the DTM.
We had a good weekend. We were really fast. I think we are in a good moment for continuing this level, and we will try to carry on like this.
As for Mercedes-Benz, there was confirmation of one thing. In the absence of rain, the car is not competitive. Christian Viatoris sensationally took the win in Oschersleben, but didn't finish in Hungary. Robert Wittmanns was the best Mercedes-Benz driver in 11th, so the Stuttgart constructor scored no points at all. The unluckiest man of all was Gary Paffett, the unwilling victim of a collision between Viatoris and Joey Hand in the 2nd turn of the race.
I turned into turn 2 and I think it was Joey Hand just drove straight into me. I mean, it's stupid. I mean, the amount of damage on the car, I've never seen so much damage from one car hitting another. It's ridiculous. The whole car is broken, and I don't understand how he can get things so wrong. It's stupid, really stupid.
Marco Wittmann now heads for his home race at the Norrisring as the leader in the drivers' standings. He is already 19 points clear of champion Mike Rockenfeller, and on this form, the man from Franconia will surely be very difficult to beat at home.